So I have a new watch to unbox for you guys today. That's pretty rare because most of the watches I show are at least a few years old, but this one was just released a few days ago at the beginning of August. So this is the Swatch What If collection. And before I explain it, let's just start with the unboxing. You can see it comes in a pretty basic box. It's honestly kind of a disposable box. It's kind of similar to the Moon Swatch boxes if you've ever bought one of those or handled them. So we'll go ahead and open it up. I got the gray one, which you'll see in just a second. So here we have Swatch, and let's go ahead and open it up. Very similar to the Moon Swatch, and you can see I got the light gray one with the Roman numerals. I feel like this one just looked the nicest. Put this up. We have our standard instructions. I think technically this is also the warranty card. Yeah, you can see there, Swatch August 3rd, which is just a day ago. So this was pretty recent. So that's pretty nice. But overall, it's a pretty basic packaging. Let's go ahead and look at the watch. So here it is. This is the Swatch What If. So I'll give you a bit of a backstory. Basically, Swatch was created in the 1980s, and to release their first watch, they kind of came down to two decisions. I'm sure there were other decisions, but one of the major ones was whether or not they want to make a square watch or a circular watch. Because most watches are circular or rectangular, but there's not that many square watches out there. In fact, the only other one I can think of is the Nomos Tetra. That one's also a square watch, but most watches are rounded, or at least they are taller than they are perfectly square. So this is kind of an anomaly. You don't see that many square watches. So this watch is quartz, as most swatches are. It's made of bioceramics, so it's, I believe, 2/3 ceramic and 1/3 biosourced plastic, although I can definitely see, it feels just like plastic. The crystal is a flat crystal. I'm not sure what it's made of, but it's probably some sort of bioplastic. Let's go ahead and get this opened up here. So yeah, I think it looks really classy. There were other different models I could have chosen. I think there's 4 in total, but I think I really like the Roman numerals the most. Let me move this stuff out of the way. Let's get it on the wrist here. And there it is. Let me zoom out a bit. Overall impressions, it definitely, well, it feels cheap because most swatches do feel cheap, but it does look somewhat decent. Let me get the strap on. The strap, again, it's, what is this? Kind of like this soft silicone maybe? I would say it's kind of like a silicone strap. Another thing I want to mention about the watch is that the dial pretty much goes right to the edge. There's almost no bezel. You can find watches like these with kind of these Bauhaus designs. So think of watches like Junghans or Nomos. They have watches where there's pretty much no bezel. And I kind of like the design. It's kind of like how phones, the bezels are almost non-existent. So this one also adopts that similar style. It does look pretty nice. I think my reactions to this are pretty similar to the Moon Swatch that I bought probably like 9 months ago now. It looks nice, it feels cheap. So take it what you will. I do like how this is an original design. So with the Moon Swatches, of course, those were borrowed from Omega's DNA. But the swatch here that you see, as far as I know, this is a completely original design. It's not trying to copy anybody. I believe these are actually inspired by the original swatches that were released in the 80s. And you know what, let's go ahead and peel that sticker off. Yeah, let's just do that. I don't know if I'll resell it, we'll see. I don't want to return it because I feel bad. But I do like how it is an original design. You can see it doesn't actually lie flat. The lugs are like permanently jutted in like this. You do see some lug holes though. So I wonder if you're able to take this off. You might be able to, but I heard that these were integrated, an integrated strap. Another thing I noticed about the strap is that unfortunately, because it kind of juts out here before curving in, if you have small wrists like me, because I only have 6-inch wrists, you can see that I can't really push that gap in. So you see there's a little bit of a gap here, and there's nothing I can do about it just because my wrists are so small, and just the way the strap is and the way the watch is, it kind of shoots out this way and then curls in. So that is something to keep in mind. If you have really small wrists, like less than 6 inches, you may have a problem with the strap, and I don't know if you can actually change it. You can see here, that's the battery hatch as with most swatches, and you can see that that's like the original swatch. That's what it looks like. So this one here is a little bit different from that one, but that's a nice touch. You can see, if I just reflect against the light, there is some black, like that's, I think, the serial number. You can see some black paint, I think. That's kind of strange. Not sure why that's there, but again, the back is also made of bioceramic. And you can see it's ticking away. Let me actually put it up to the microphone. Let's see if you can hear it. I don't think I can actually hear it. Let me put it up to my ear. You know what? It's actually not too loud. I've definitely heard watches that tick louder. I actually feel like the Moon Swatch ticks louder than this watch here. I don't know if it's just a different material, maybe a different movement, but yeah, this one just feels, or it sounds not as loud, which is a good thing. I'm just gonna quickly to operate the crown here. Again, a bioceramic crown. There's pretty much no metal here at all. Even the pin over here is made of bioceramic. There's a bit of metal there, and I guess a bit of metal there, but everything else is bioceramic. So let's go ahead and change, what is this, date? Let me change the time here. There we go. So yeah, so it does have hacking. Just wanted to make sure, yeah. So that's the time. Let's see if I can get it to go forward here. And there we go. Saturday the 30th. Yeah, it definitely has that plasticky feeling. So overall, what are my impressions? So things that I like, I think it looks nice. Like objectively, this kind of gives you those Nomos Tetra, maybe Cartier Tank vibes, you know, the square watch with the Roman numerals. I think it looks pretty decent. I think this sells for like just over $100 Canadian, like 130. It looks nice. The design is original, right? It's not trying to copy anybody. It's not like the Moon Swatch where it's a homage. This thing is pretty much a homage to itself. So that's nice. Yeah, it's not too expensive, right? Was it like 130, I think, Canadian, like $100 US, something like that. When you put it on the wrist, like it feels decent. Like I like silicone straps. You can see it fits pretty nice. I have a 6-inch wrist, and let me just tie this under here. Yeah, it fits fine on my 6-inch wrist. So I also just want to quickly note the interesting buckle design of this strap. You can see that the buckle here is unsigned, but it is signed over here. So I didn't realize at first, but you're actually supposed to slide it underneath here. If I can do that, there we go. And then you slide it under the secondary. So it's kind of an interesting buckle design. I've never seen this before. I don't know, maybe it's a Swatch exclusive. Maybe some of their other swatches have it. I don't know, because all I have is the Moon Swatch and this watch over here. I think the sizing is pretty good. The squareness of it is pretty unique. You don't see that many square watches. So that's nice. I think the things that aren't nice is, well, it's bioceramic and some people aren't going to like that. It feels cheap and plasticky. Like it's just one step above a McDonald's Happy Meal toy. So, and Happy Meal toys right now is Squishmallows. So this one, you know, doesn't feel as high quality as a Squishmallow. It feels cheap. It feels plasticky. It's probably the main thing. It's quartz. You know, it would be kind of nice actually if this was an automatic, but unfortunately it is quartz. So those are probably the two bad things, but really I can't find too many bad things about it. It's not super expensive, and to find a watch with such a unique design for a low price and brand new, I feel like this is a pretty good choice. So that's it for today. I just wanted to show off this watch as soon as I could. I just got back from a trip and I just got back home to show off this watch. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you bought the Swatch What If collection. Let me know which one's your favorite. Be sure to subscribe for more videos, and as always, I will see you guys next time.